need to be like, the call center doesn't necessarily need to be with the command center.
Wouldn't it be nice?
To be,
Because
to be able to...
during the incident command, right, when we have a snowstorm or anything, there is a customer service person in the command center, so they can give information out to all the riders, all the ride guides out in the field.
Right.
So that's a critical link.
Okay.
The information is key. So
you have call center people are the communication sort of
for the phone,
as
well as on, and they also in that work group have all the people on the street. So
out there telling the public in person, hey,
exactly. Hey,
this
is going. You should go here. Or a shuttle bus is coming. All of that is critical.
Whereas the command center, where Steve's group is getting finding out in real time where a bus is stuck and where
that's all the
something
command
needs to be changed.
center.
That's all at Ruby.
Yeah, bottom line, you've got the people who know and
Out in Gresham.
and the people who want to know.
Yes.
In Holiday.
Yeah.
And see, and my problem is, my job I can almost be done anywhere because I have great communications with the command center, right? I will never get to a command center because I can't be away from a computer that long to get out to Gresham. I'm in North Portland, right? And so I just do it from home, or I get here, get here. And I just get my info, but customer service folks are right there because you'll have somebody in the field say, hey, I'm at Gateway and I haven't seen a bus, or hey, all the platforms are icing up again, can you get out here, right? They're the eyes and ears on the street, right into the command center, who then can dispatch the appropriate work group to go.
Those are call center people
No,
on the street. No, you're talking about operation people on the street.
No, they're marketing.
Oh.
So marketing has two people. They have two groups. They have the 2-through-8 ride, so it's the trip planners, people who call in complaints. So that's the call center, right? Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5:30. Okay. Then you have the what we call our ride guides on the street. When there's a service disruption, we have a handful. I don't even think it's a handful anymore of people who go out and respond to those things. In addition to an operational supervisor who will go out as well. But these are the people who are like, hey, the X is delayed. Or we're having a shuttle, just be able to give information.
Yeah, they're right there,
Yeah. It's hard for them to, depending on the day, the time, but that's one of the pieces of communicating, right? But they have to have good info.
So those ride guides need to be able to get information from the command center out to the street, because they're on the transit mall or wherever they're walking around.
Exactly.
And then they also need to be able to maybe relay information and report, whoa, we got
exactly. Hey, here's what we're seeing.
Or whatever. Right.
You
to the command center and the call center, to both of them.
No, you would just go to the command center.
Right.
Yeah, and then they would take care of it. So so it's another way to get info. And as someone says, the pagers are buzzing, the phones are ringing. So you have so much info coming in from, hey, I'm hearing, X is happening on McLaughlin, and something's happening on Barber. And so there's a lot of incoming. It's just another tool to get information about what's happening on the street.
Has the city and TriMet started to look at what would be involved, practically speaking, to try to deal with the transit mall and get
I don't think we've begun those
I think what is science. There is zero science that says bus only, transit only.
Well, see, here's the issue. There are some up there, but here I was on a bus, right? I was with my bike because I thought it was going to rain that day. And I was leaving around 3 o'clock so I could go, starting my holiday, but to go pick up my mom at the airport. So I was going to bike all the way home and then get in my car and pick her up.
Right.
Okay, so I bike, quarter mile, go, 3-ish, 3:30, it's too slick, get on the bus. Operator was so great. She's like, okay, it's snowing, everybody, schedules, it's about safety, okay. She was so fabulous. She goes, okay, we're going to just do this. We know how to do this. She was great.
File accommodation?
She was great. I did not do that.
Her was scheduled out the window.
It's about safety. And so, and then as she is pulling up at First and Arthur, you come on with this. We had some people there, and they're trying to okay, I'm ready to board, and she's like, stand back, because the bus can shift, right? With the snow, you don't know.
Until it's completely stopped.
Yeah, and she's telling them, and then when she opened the door, please do not come toward the bus until it comes to a complete stop. I mean, she was just doing fabulous work. So we get downtown, I thought, I'll take a yellow line, put my bike in. I thought, there's a 35, my Greeley bus. I'll just put on the Greeley, right? So it took me 2 hours roughly to get to the steel bridge.
Oh, wow.
We actually, because it was early, it was like 3:30 at this point.
Yeah.
Wow.
The mall hadn't been blocked completely, but we did see the cars. But here's the deal. When the snow came, it covered all the streets, the line.
Yes.
You couldn't even tell.
Yes, that's,
Right.
yes.
So you can't, so the street messaging,
That's
here's
part of it.
demarcation,
Right. Eliminate
doesn't
it.
work in
Yes.
snow. So it was, and then I think everybody went like, hey, it's a snow day, let's just do whatever it takes to get out of town.
Right.
And then that's when they backed everything out.
Yeah.
But,
Right.
and then trying to get to the steel bridge and that school bus thing, I mean, people were backing out, as I told you, backing out.
I think I have,
backwards to the
I have a
steel
webcam,
bridge.
I have a webcam of the steel bridge, and I think I saw that stuff.
People backed out the ramp trying to get up to the
Yeah, I
steel
think I
bridge.
might have seen
So
that. I
that's
saw a
it.
bus stopped on there, I
And that's the only reason why
believe.
we were moving occasionally is because the cars would back out, go a different way, and then we just took their space, all the traffic.
Oh, right.
You know, and so then I just said, okay, thank you, bus operator. We gave people transit info and said, okay, if you're going here, how about go do that and this, and, you know, but...
So you pinched in and helped out there?
Well, absolutely. I was on the phone doing radio interviews and giving people advice.
On the
Oh, you
bus.
trying to get... Yeah, because I had pagers.
Right,
I
right.
had info like, okay, how's the system working?
Yeah.
And so the operator's like, oh, talk to Mary, you know. But, you know, it's... I think the information of saying you saw the countdowns,
Right.
you know, and you understand that as people, if the arrival time is not able to be, you know, the actual countdown that goes to schedule is the default.
Right.
Then how many people know that?
It needs to be clear that,
Yeah,
yes,
but-
that's a schedule,
Exactly.
arrival information is not
Yeah.
known. I have a Transit Mapper app.
Yeah.
It shows buses on the map, but also shows the details of all the buses, and it clearly states on there, asterisk.
Exactly. And
Right.
and that's one of the
Right.
things Fred really wants to do. So it's on the screen,
Right, say.
it's on the
In red.
phone.
Schedule's unreliable.
We can't predict.
Emergency
Serious
event.
delays.
Well, at least, well, on the,
Where do you guys see Twitter coming into this? 'Cause
Just another way of getting it out.
Okay.
I mean, you really have on street, so you have half your max stations, you have a lot of bus stops downtown that have signs. So, you know, you can do the on-street messaging where there's screens, either flat screens or LED displays. Then you have your 238 ride, you know, you have Transit Tracker by phone, which is 238 ride.
Right.
Or you have it on the computer.
Right.
You know, and when I got home, I saw that there were 7 lines canceled and, you know, whatever.
I was
just-
actually watching it unfold there.
And by the time I got home around 7:15, my mom had to stay at the airport because, you know, she
Right.
couldn't get out.
Right.
And I just said, you know what, everything's delayed, so we need to have a clear message.
Right.
And so that's when we said, everything's delayed, you know, and that was it. But that was like at 7:15. So, you know, I think that communication piece, because when you do have a countdown, I mean, I was talking to Becky.
So
I
it
think
wasn't
was
until
like-
7:15 that you were able to kind
It
of...
was more of a generic message,
Start
rather
the
than
word out.
the 51 is canceled and the, you know, 18 is canceled,
Yeah.
you know, things like that. It was just a little more
Right.
compensive.
Right. To
You know what I
say
mean? Anyone out
delays
there knew.
everywhere.
I
Right,
mean,
yeah.
you know,
Right, right.
nothing's
The
moving.
winter storm
Yeah.
is affecting service
Right.
throughout the system.
Yeah, exactly. And
Right,
it
right,
was
right.
true. It affected everything. So
Yeah.
it
Right.
just, did we get that message out? But,
Right.
yeah. I mean, I talked to Becky at 8 o'clock here, and she was hoping to leave. She goes, oh, my 70's coming, it's scheduled to come in 2 minutes. And I was like,
It's
well,
scheduled.
Yeah, I said, given everything,
what?
you know? And I said, maybe,
Your own employees didn't get the message.
You have the real-time mapper. Get on, try that.
she hadn't done that yet. She was
Oh.
going, hey, I'm trying to get out of the bus is coming. But she was in here, just
Right.
trying to do the best getting the information she had.
Yeah.
But once you're out there experiencing it, was a whole different experience.
Yeah.
Which was cool. Yeah, it was an amazing, it was kind of cool being out there. It was like a sociological experience.
Yeah.
So, we went to go pick up our kid at Second and Oak. and
Yeah.
There was a Range Rover on the
Separated tracks, the max-only tracks, just flying.
Oh,
Southbound,
geez.
Westbound, yeah,
Sure.
on the tracks.
Sure.
I was like,
Sure. Hey, all rules, all
exactly.
rules
It's
out there.
snowing, all
Yeah.
rules.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
the same thing,
Yeah.
the transit mall was worse, because there, you know, people are used to, it looks like a street.
Yeah, there's no signs. What I would have done, what I want to do is have max in the left lane and the buses in the right lanes during peak periods, you know what I mean? Because that way during peak periods during the daytime, there'd be 0 cars on there, on the mall. You'd have the buses in the right 2 lanes and max in the left lane.
Right.
You know, I mean, off-peak periods at night, you'd have cars and buses in the right lanes, but, you know, during peak times, which just was, there'd be no cars.
I think people still would have done what they did. Because it was an evacuation of the entire city.
Yeah.
And I think everyone was like, all bets are off. All rules are out the door. Get out of here any way you can. Oh, there's a street that's moving. Boom. You know?
Yeah.
Come on in. Yeah, so
All right.
call me on the
Building stuff.
Yeah, you got time. It's still percolating.
Okay.